I... Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. How many of you guys slept well last night? I accidentally went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was just really in the zone. I was super in the zone. I rearranged my entire desk because my monitors were like kind of on the corner of each desk, and it just really hurt my knees because I had nowhere to stretch my legs. How about you guys? Did you guys have a good sleep? I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired, I'll admit that. I have my coffee here. I mean, yeah. Was slept okay? Did you guys treat yourself to something nice, like staying up late last night? I guess that's what I would have done. I think that's what I did. I treated myself by getting in the zone, locking in, hashtag locked in, and you know, I cleaned my desk. I cleaned up like my PC. I wiped down my desk, much overdue wipe. I rearranged some stuff on my PC. I got organized. I got really organized. I logged in after stream yesterday. I was working on this stuff like all day. All day. You had a good sleep? You slept okay? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully if you have a long weekend, you get some extra sleep tomorrow. That's my plan. I don't know, I kind of want to go outside too. Let me know if the audio's okay. We have a BGM going. Yeah, I just want to make sure everything's okay. Nothing's too loud. I played a horror mod pack I made for myself for like 3 hours. A mod pack, like in Minecraft. Made a horror one. What kind of horror is it? Is it just like scary, or is it like scary monsters chasing, or is it like ambient scary or jump scares? Oh, Minecraft horror mod pack. You know, I've never played a horror Minecraft before. Are they fun? Are they more fun than like a regular one? I've never ever played a horror Minecraft mod pack before. To be honest, I'm not really huge into horror games. I think the only horror game that I've ever played is PT. To me, that's the scariest thing to ever exist. The scariest thing. Is my dad has, like, you know, we have like a living room in the basement, I guess. So he has like the nice sound system set up. He has like a huge TV. My dad's a gamer. He's the OG gamer of the family, of the OGG. And me and my brother, when PT came out, we turned off all of the lights. And I was living in a very, you know, suburbanite home. So when I was walking around in my house, I'm just like, oh, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Going up the stairs. Oh my gosh, dude, the hallways. The hallway feels so similar. Even to this day. I mean, I think I'm more okay with like having a red light on, but if it's a red light and I'm walking through a hallway, like I'm immediately transported back to PT, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Basically every scary mod I can find. So it's like zombies. Good morning everybody. If you'd like to mark yourself present for today's Return to Boomer Summit, let's see some. What do I see? How about some microphones in the chat? I really like the radio microphone, so if you can find that and put that in the chat, let's see it. Otherwise, I'll take a regular microphone too. Keep you on your toes. The knocker guy. Is there... I know that when I play modded Minecraft, there was like the prisoner's dungeon. Is that where the knocker guy comes from? He has the long arms and he puts you up into the air? Is it like that? Already heard too. You know, outside of stream, I'm just like, man, I really just want to play Red Dead. I'm so excited to play it next. I'm so excited to play it next time. On Fridays. Ethan, welcome. Lovo, good morning. Andrew, good morning. Gonzo, hello. Luciano, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, taking the time out of your Sunday to come join me for Boomer Summit. I'll be honest, I still don't really know what exactly I want to do for this stream. I've had the idea of like Boomer Summit just being like, I don't know, just titling a certain type of streams for myself for Boomer Summit. Actually, let me get the whiteboard. Let's get the whiteboard out, shall we? Yeah, welcome to Boomer Summit number 4. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted like this stream to be, but all I know was that I wanted to have like a series where I can either just have a bit more of like a concentrated yap or I guess like a deep dive, but I always feel bad about calling my stuff a deep dive because it's not really a deep dive. It's just me falling down a rabbit hole. I feel like I could dig so much deeper, but you know, it's a lot going from 0 to 100. Not knowing anything and just trying to see how far you can go. So, yeah, maybe we'll just keep calling them Boomer Summits from now on. I did see we have a Boomer Summit planned for next week. Maybe it could be a weekly thing. Maybe. Yeah, like I said, I adjusted everything on my desk yesterday because I noticed I kept losing tracking. So I'm just trying to make sure that doesn't happen. It's because I use a iPad for tracking, so it's like it's fat, you know, it's big. It's really nice to have it, but you have to be sure that you're like positioning things in a certain way, so that way it's not blocking the things you need to see on OBS. Lamau. But I noticed like my neck kept hurting because I had chat like so far away, like maybe like past my wingspan. I have 2 very big monitors. My dad told me, Boomy, you're gonna be a gamer. Well, he told me to get like, he got me this curved like Acer monitor. I think it's like 32 inches, and I liked it. I like it a lot. And then when I was gonna move and I told him, oh, I think I'm gonna start streaming, I need to get a second monitor. He's like, Boomy, you should get another 36-inch monitor. I was like, I don't know if I need all that. Like, nah, you should get it. In fact, I'll get it for you for Christmas. And I was like, okay. and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really nice, especially because the other monitor is like the Samsung TV. So it's like if I want to watch TV, I can do that. But I also have a projector, so I don't really watch TV. It feels a little bit wasted, but I'll find a use now. It's working now. I don't have to look so far away. I just look straight. Since I moved my chair to the center of the desk. I moved my keyboard to the center of the desk. I can look straight ahead and I see you guys. I don't have to look all the way over here. And it's like right here. We're like a full pitch black guy, part from the face, which is white, and he holds a stabby. I didn't know that they made this kind of stuff in Minecraft. There's a whole world of Minecraft mods. You know, I only just started playing modded Minecraft for like, I don't know, like 3 years ago, maybe? That was one of the things I was most excited about for playing Minecraft on the PC. I played Minecraft a lot with my mom and my brother, because they had it on the PlayStation. And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get this because I hear everybody at school talking about Minecraft. And I, too, want to play Minecraft. I thought $25 was so expensive. I guess to be fair, I was like 14. I thought $25 is so much. Fucking Minecraft. I tried to look up how to get it for free. And I think it was on sale on PlayStation. Huh? I don't remember, on the PlayStation Store. And yeah, I told my brother, oh hey, you want to play? And my mom, she was actually interested in playing too. My mom's kind of a gamer. I know she said that she played Donkey Kong on the arcade when it was out. I remember we used to play Tekken as a family. Oh, we did play a lot of games as a family. We played Tekken as a family. Call of Duty. We started off with like, what was it called? Ghost Recon. You guys ever played Ghost Recon? We played Ghost Recon a lot as a family. That was like one of the first games we played as a family. Like on the weekend nights, weekday nights sometimes we'll be playing. My dad would get like a 4-player game, so we'd all play together. And yeah. So we would be playing Ghost Recon, we'd be playing COD, we played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, we played Diablo. We played Diablo 3 together too. Yeah, I think we might have done the whole story, maybe like halfway through. I don't know. I think we all kept falling asleep during Diablo. But we played a lot of those games together. So when Minecraft came around, my mom was like, "Oh, I want to play that too." So we started a world together. We went through the tutorial together, and it was really fun. But I was only on the PlayStation, so I couldn't play any modded games. And when I finally was able to get it on the PC, I should get a copy for my mom and my brother so we could play again. But you know, I was exposed to the world of shader packs and exposed to the world of mods. But the only mods that I ever play are like the mythical mounts, and like Farmer's Delight, like anything cooking. When any mod pack that I get is yeah, any mod pack that I get is just from like those comfy, cozy building, cooking kind. Extra farming. I've never ventured into the world of scary Minecraft mods before. The mod is called the Knocker. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Also, good morning, Eric. Good morning, good morning. Maybe I will try a horror Minecraft mod pack. I've seen like they had the zombie survival ones where it's like you got like cars and stuff. I think I've always been kind of turned off by those. I'm like, this isn't Minecraft. What are you talking? Not that I actually have anything against it, but it feels weird to have that kind of tech in Minecraft. I kind of like the like dark fantasy feeling of Minecraft. You think they have a dark fantasy mod pack? I'd be so down to play that. But I think I've never actually like played Minecraft vanilla. Like even on the PlayStation, sure it was vanilla, but you started off in the tutorial world, so we just kind of raided the places around us. I kind of really want to do a first time Minecraft, completely unmodded, just with shader pack, and try to beat it. You know, like I think my thing is that I want to play these classic games just so I can have it under my belt and be a true gamer. I would really love to be like, oh yeah, I've beat the Ender Dragon before. I've beat Minecraft. Especially, you guys probably have noticed, I'm sort of like, how does redstone work? And oh, how do I do this? How do I do that when I'm playing Minecraft? And I think a lot of it is because I'm jumping into mod packs, right? And I feel like mod packs sort of already assume that you know the basics of Minecraft. Meanwhile, I do not. When we were playing Minecraft, I don't even know what we did. I think we were just building our house. My mom just wanted to go mine for diamonds when we were playing on the vanilla. So that's all that we did. We built like an underground house, and we took her down to go find some diamonds. She can get full set diamond armor. The moment she made diamond boots, she was so happy. We would get full set diamond armor, and then that was pretty much all that we did. Me and my brother were just basically her bodyguards while she went to go find some diamonds. And it's funny, it's like, why would you need the full set diamond armor if you're not even gonna use it for anything? She was too scared to fight. She didn't have the hand-eye coordination to fight. I think if I were to introduce her to like Stardew Valley-esque Minecraft mod pack, she'd be so into it. She has a pretty powerful computer too. Not like a gaming PC, but one that, like, I specifically told my dad, like, we should get one where she could play Minecraft on, so just in case in the future. Hey John, good morning, good morning. I hope you had a nice rest. I don't understand redstone either. It's insane the kind of stuff people can make. That's why I want to play vanilla, so that way I can at least, you know, try it out a little bit. Oh, there are a few dark fantasy mods. Oh, I'm gonna try it. I have a ton of games for my PS2, N64, GameCube, and Game Boy. Ooh, I only owned the PS2. My family was completely like PlayStation family. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. Yeah. I think we had 2 PS2s and 2 PS3s and 2 PS4s. Because my dad wanted me and my brother to play. Which is kind of like, you don't have any friends to play with it yourself. So we'll get like the console, and then like a year later he'll get like a second console, so that way me and my brother can join him. And like for GTA Online, for example, he'd be like, Boomy, get on GTA Online right now, so that way I can like finish this heist and get some money. And I'll be like, bye. Or he'll tell my brother to play No, he doesn't even play 2K. Doesn't tell my brother to play 2K with him. He plays 2K with my brother and his friends. Because he thinks playing with people online is too much of a hassle. He thinks everybody online sucks ass. There's a Stardew Valley like mod pack on CurseForge. I saw that too. That's exactly what I was thinking to show my mom, if she were to get it. Only takes a few beds to defeat the Ender Dragon? A few beds? Oh, you could sleep in the end? I have a headache right now, so I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. No worries. Boomer Summit is kind of like a... I'm hesitant to call it like a talk show. It's just really like me wanting to talk about stuff. How about we get into it, yeah? I have a couple of things on the agenda that I want to talk about today. For example... Hello! Welcome to Boomer Summit. Where you, my boomers, get to hear me on my little soapbox. Let me move this away for a second. I want to show you guys something cool. You can see here that we have a little radio show set. I thought that the radio show set would be a nice little vibe for me yapping about nothing important. But I want to show you guys this. Watch this. Hello. Yeah, so I can be back here. The mic isn't on right now, that's why I sound a little muffled. But I can be back here in the back set. I actually have an idea of what I want to do here. I think we can put Jessie back here. It's been a while since we had Jessie in here, so I figured we could probably put Jessie in here from time to time if the vibe is right, but yeah, the mic isn't on back here, so I'm gonna come back up to the front. This is in front of the desk. Ayah. There we go. Isn't that a neat little trick? Huh? Was that fun? Was that a fun little thing? You may also notice that we have a gold bar up here at the top. Let me get my cursor in here. I don't think we have our cursor in here. I think that'll be nice to have. We have our gold bar up here. That's a huge cursor. Let's make that smaller. We have a gold bar. I don't know how hard or easy it is for you to read. I just kind of didn't want it to take up too much space. But, you know, from time to time, I think it'll be nice for us to set some goals for ourselves. I just sort of thought of something on the random. I figured, hey, we just broke 2,600 subscribers. Firstly, thank you guys so much for the support. 2,600, 2,601 subscribers to be exact. It's crazy to think that I only started using this channel like a year ago. We've already made it so far. Things have been going by a lot faster than I expected. But just because you've broken one goal doesn't mean that you should stop setting goals. That's why I've thought, hey, why not be a little bit ambitious? Let's see if we could put this goal bar to work and try to reach for 3,000 goals. 3,000 subscribers. I could put like a little countdown here too. I think that'll be nice to have. Let me put that back in here. I was thinking, is 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year a little bit, what do you call it? Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of ambition. Let me go ahead and let's get the thing back, little countdown back. Visible. Oh. Ta-da! You may have noticed this little thing on previous streams, but we have a little social media rotator, so that way you don't always have to dig into the description. I don't always have to remind you. We have all of our links in the bio, of course, but if you are interested in following me on Twitter or joining the Lucid Multimedia Discord or even supporting us, supporting the channel in other ways, which I'll talk about soon. There's a little reminder there, you know? Not readable on mobile, but visible. Okay, alright. Should I make it bigger? I think I'll only have it here for Boomer Summits. I don't think I'll have it on every stream. I thought maybe having it thin would be neato, but I don't know. I could play around with it a little bit more. Like I said, Boomer Summit, I think it's kind of like malleable right now. We have a bit of an idea of what I want to do, but I'm the kind of person where it's like I could plan as much as I want, which I usually do. I'm kind of an over planner, but you want to make sure. Wait, what am I trying to say? I can plan as much as I want, but if I am not doing it like actively, like you never know until you try like the things that you want to fix and stuff. I think I'm kind of the person who tries to aim too hard for perfection, so it makes it a little bit I don't know. I kind of sit on ideas for a long time because I'm kind of like, oh, well, I want it to be perfect when I launch it. This is kind of the moment where it's like, okay, it's not going to be perfect, Boomy, but you got to launch it anyways. 3,000 goals is a lot of goals. That'll be part of my 10-year plan. 3,000 goals over the course of 10 years, or 3,000 goals No, yeah, it would be over the course of 10 years. I can't math. And you get one goal every day. That sounds intense. I'm glad to be part of that 3K. I'm glad that you get to be part of that 3K as well. You guys get to be like, I was here before, it was cool. Yeah, join the Discord. Join the Discord. We'd love to have you in there. It puts more on your mind and thinking about things when over planning sometimes. It totally does. Totally does. I think of myself being like, okay, I know, like, I want to set aside, because I like to get all of my stuff done in one big chunk. I don't really like being like, oh, like breaking things up, because I sort of lose my train of thought. And like my train of thought and me losing my train of thought right now. And my motivation, I guess, because I when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. But if I lock out, you know, who knows when I'm gonna come back and sit down and work on that stuff. So I like to set aside maybe like a whole day or something to work on things, and it's just not, it's not productive. It's not productive. I gotta work on being able to manage things in like 2-hour chunks or something. I was literally working on stuff like, I don't know, like 8 hours yesterday. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, alright. How about we bring the whiteboard back out? Ta-da! I did have some stuff that I wanted to chat about. Very loosely, though. Do I remember what I wrote down on here yesterday? Kind of. Do I remember the exact order of exactly what I want to say? We shall see. Nice whiteboard, thank you. Thank you so much. These assets, both this room and the whiteboard, I was able to find on Booth, so neato. Okay. Take some sips of my coffee, actually. You have yet to join the Discord. Well, if you're interested in joining, I'll go ahead and put the command there. Maybe in the social media rotator, I should put the commands instead of the link, so that way you guys can see the command, be like, oh, I want to know more about the Discord. Oh, ooh, I may do that. Okay, alright, let's get into the Boomer Summit. I kind of wanted to talk about nostalgia today. I mentioned this briefly yesterday, about, like, the question that I wanted to ask you guys. But before we dive into that somewhat deep question, I'm curious. What decade are you guys the most nostalgic for? I'm gonna put a poll up right now. Alright, I'm gonna put the poll up right now. Tell me, what decade are you guys most nostalgic for? I cannot vote in the poll. I'm gonna hold my answer until after the poll ends. So just go ahead and vote, and we can talk about it after I give you guys a little bit of a story. Yeah, I was thinking about nostalgia a lot lately because earlier this month I got a newsletter from my sisterhood back in Osiris. The sisterhood of my fellow demons and monsters and creatures of the night. It was like the first time we get newsletters every month, right? The sisterhood has you have like an alumni chair who outreaches to all previous like active sisters, and you know, you're just basically in this big group newsletter for people in your chapter of your sisterhood. I kind of skipped the emails because it's been a while since I've last been in there. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, I don't really have to read too much into it. But October, for some reason, I'm just like, oh, I really want to read it this month. Like, I want to see what they're doing. I've been seeing their posts on Instagram quite often. So I was just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna read this one. I don't know. I was really interested in reading it. And it was the first time that I've read the newsletter in a while. It made me think, because in the newsletter, they were showing like, it's like pictures of the current sisters. It's pictures of like what they're doing, the events that they're hosting. I was like, wow, it's really strange because I was able to put myself into that position. No, wait, okay, here, let me restart. My coffee's kicking in. Okay, all right. Let me get my train of thought back. Okay, so it was my first time reading the newsletter in quite a few months. Usually I'll just kind of skim through it, but this time I was like actually really reading through it because they had a lot of pictures in there. And when you're a active sister, right, you're in the sisterhood for about 4 years, and when you're an active sister, there's like, you know, there's events, like annual events that you're doing. So there's kind of like a tradition that's being passed on. Every year you'd be doing like a big charity event, you'd be doing like a big, like, I guess, quote unquote audition or intake process is what we'll call it, intake process. Yeah, there's basically like a lot of traditions, and that's where a lot of the pictures came from. So I was looking at it and I was like, wow, it's really strange seeing how distant these memories are becoming for me. I look at these pictures and I'm just like, wow, I remember doing that, and it felt like, it feels like a long time ago, but it also feels so recent. Like, I remember when the sisterhood used to be my entire world, really, because that's all that you're engrossed in. You're doing that kind of stuff like 7 days a week. You know, you're around those people all the time. Like, you're completely like sucked into this micro community. So yeah, I was looking through those and I was just getting really nostalgic. I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, wow, I vaguely know the sisters in these pictures. When you join the sisterhood, you get a direct senpai and a direct kohai, right? So let's say if you join, and as you're earning your badges, you have a mother who's going to take care of you. The mother is sort of like the person who's going to guide you throughout the whole demonhood process. And then you also have a older sister, a senpai, who's going to take care of you too, in addition to your mother. And then you also have all of your fellow demon class who's joining at the same time as you. So I was looking through the pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are like my kohais, or like my kohai's kids. And it's people that I vaguely know. I know them from pictures. I know them from hearing from them from my kohai. And I don't know, it's just like you're looking at these pictures and it's like seeing family photos of your second cousins or your distant relatives. You know of them, but you don't know them. You know of them, you know people close to them, but you don't really know them too much. So I don't know, it's just really funny, like, seeing all of them not just grow up, because I saw them join the sisterhood. I saw them now becoming senpais themselves. I see them now becoming mothers themselves. So it's just kind of funny to see them go through all the same experiences that I did, you know, however many years ago. And like seeing the photos of the new girls, I thought it just gave me a very sweet feeling. Because they showed the pictures of all the girls who are being currently intaken, currently trying to earn their demon wings. And I just couldn't help but think like, wow, I wonder what they're going through right now. The intake process is not easy. I'm sure that now it's a lot different too. It might be a little bit easier. I think every year they kind of, you know, they're a little bit more mindful about the what do you call it? Like, I guess the capacity it takes to join. It is very time consuming. I think now they're a little bit more mindful, but it's still not a very easy thing to accomplish, and especially when you're balancing it with your classwork and stuff. But yeah, I was looking through the pictures and looking through the new people's intake pictures, and I don't know, I just couldn't help but think like, wow, I was in that position like years ago, you know? Like it's a long time ago, but also not that long ago at all. And it just, I don't know, I just couldn't help but look back fondly on those memories. Not just of my sorority sisters, my sisterhood, my sisterhood sister, but also, I don't know, like my fellow class of demons. Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking through the pictures and I was thinking like I relate to the uncertainty that they have about it all. I just couldn't help but put myself back into that feeling of slight stress, slight uncertainty, like do I really want this bad? And all of that. And at the end of the day, like I also look at it, I'm just like, I hope that they all make it through it, because you know, when they're done, they're gonna have so much fun. And it's a process that when you're joining, you think like, oh, how am I supposed to be this close to like this amount of people in such a short time? You do it. You somehow make it through to the end. I went into my freshman year of Demon College with one friend, and I left my first semester with like 7 best friends. Specifically, I had more friends than that, but like 7, like actual, like they call it a sisterhood for a reason. I went to I went on a international trip with them earlier this year. We went to Thailand together. We saw each other get married. Well, not all of us, but you know, the first one got married. We also went to the wedding for our mother. Our mother also had her own like blood child. It's I don't know. So when I was looking at those pictures, I was just kind of like, I could look back and see not just how their friendships are gonna form, but how my friendships with like a similar group of people has played out over the course of the last years. So and you know, when you join too, you're assigned a number. It sounds like a prison when I say it like that, but you're assigned a number. You'll be like, oh, I have number 1362, which is like you're the 1362nd person. It's like if you're to subscribe to the channel right now, you could be number 2602 Boomer. Yeah. I don't know. That's what got me thinking about nostalgia. So it made me think, how do you keep your memories close to you when you know that you're fading away? Or when you know that they're fading away? That's what I wanted to ask. Let's go ahead and end the poll. Seems like everybody is very nostalgic for the 2000s. 2000s and the 1990s. I had a feeling. Let's see what the others are. 2010s, early 2000s. I would say for me, I'm very nostalgic for the later 2000s. I would say like 2008 till about 2012. I know that that's not really a decade, but I think that's where a lot of my nostalgia is. I scroll on the internet and I follow some pages that post about the 2000s and late 90s. There's a lot of nostalgia for that right now. And honestly, I could see why. I think that there is sort of this, I don't know. Maybe it could have just been where I was growing up. But I feel like that there is like a optimism from that time. And it could be because, wasn't there like a big economic boom in the 90s, 80s and 90s? Could be because of that. But I do feel sense that there is like an optimism that you kind of get from that. What did they call it? Fudiger arrow? That aesthetic. I think that also feels very optimistic, and that gives me a lot of nostalgia too. I kind of want to try out this Q&A thing. Is this me asking a Q and you giving an A? I don't know, but I just kind of want to try it out. So just answer the question that I've put in here. I want to ask you guys, how do you keep memories close to you when you know that they're fading away? So feel free to put your advice in there. I just kind of wanted to see how that feature works, so go ahead and give it a shot. I was also thinking about this because I lived in a place for a very long time, or at least it felt like a very long time. It very much shaped who I am today. When I was young in my demonhood, I was sent on a mission to go learn about the aloha spirits in Hawaii. So I spent a good chunk of my demon childhood over there. But the older that I get, you know, I remember when I left there, I was just sort of like, oh my gosh, no, like we have to move somewhere else before we live, you know, somewhere for as long as we lived here, because I wanted that to be like the biggest chunk of my life, you know, because it was at the time the biggest chunk of my life. I learned a lot over there. I made so many friends, and I think when I left, I was at a very sensitive preteen age. I was very upset, I guess, for lack of a better word, to leave it behind. And I was thinking about it today that, like, you know, before I used to be like, oh, it was half of my time, half of my demonhood that I was living over there, and now it's becoming like a quarter, a fifth. Every day, every year that passes, it's becoming more and more distant, and I feel, I guess, a little conscious about claiming that part. And not that it really matters, but, you know, claiming that part of my childhood. Can't really call it my heritage, but, you know. So I was thinking, what are ways that you keep memories close to you when you know that they're fading away? Because I think, it will help me kind of cope with this. It's been something that I've been thinking about for a while, like especially after I was thinking about the sorority thing, sisterhood thing. The sisterhood thing. I was thinking, you know, how that was so, like, such a big part of my world for a good amount of time, for a very good amount of time. That was my world for a good amount of time. That was all that I felt like I knew or that I cared about. And I guess when I think back on it, my time in the sisterhood was like about the same time that I spent in Hawaii. So I have photos, or I tend to talk to my sister about some things we experienced together. I think about that a lot and cherish the happy feelings along with those memories. On top of the internet being forever, and I could look at pages or channels that post about nostalgia content. Oh yeah, I was watching, what was her name? I think Dream Jelly. Have you guys seen the channel Dream Jelly? They posted a video about what was it? Like classroom parties. Yeah, and that also got me thinking about it too, because they brought up about St. Patrick's Day, how sometimes the teachers would make a whole mess of the room. And I was like, oh, they did do that, didn't they? Or Dr. Seuss Day. I didn't know Dr. Seuss Day was like a widespread thing, but it was. I know my school had green eggs and ham for Dr. Seuss Day. I talk about it too. I think, well, me and my brother, when we used to live together at our parents' house, we would talk about things quite often. I think that's probably what's helped me hold on to my memories for as long as I have, or even like how I can remember stuff from daycare. I think about them quite often. But I think after I moved out of home, I definitely, I'm a victim of the, what is it? The loneliness epidemic. I don't have many friends. I really don't have many friends that I can share these memories with. So I kind of feel like that I'm just, you know, repeating the same memories over and over to like other people, or I don't know, maybe that I'm just getting carried away with the things that I'm saying, like, oh, why would they care about this random anecdote from my childhood? Maybe I gotta journal. Maybe I should journal about it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Q&A. Pretty much add that memory to my own little universe and then add it to the history of it. Oh, what do you mean by adding it to your own little universe?
Be unstoppable with an MBA from
So this Q&A function, I see. So if we want to keep things to like a certain topic, we have like a separate little chat area for that. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Come celebrate the season with Target. Join us at Target Wonderland.
Yeah, writing it down is something that I should probably start doing. Sorry, you can hear the ads, huh? They're talking about Target Wonderland. I'm trying to go to that. Okay, alright. There we go. Should be coming back. You don't know your memories? Some of you guys say you don't know your memories. I don't know if you got it here. Pretty much just add the memory. Oh yeah. Your own little. This is when you have. What do you mean for your own little universe? Like you're thinking about it as like the lore of yourself. There's a YouTube channel called Lee Speaks, and she talks about some of the old TV shows or websites. I think I might have seen that channel. That the name sounds familiar. Okay, I will look at them later. Let me get getting a pen out so I can write stuff down. I don't forget about it later. Lee Speaks. I'm pretty sure that I've seen that channel. Lee Speaks. I can't think of like, oh, have I seen the video? I think it was recommended to me. I'll definitely check them out. I liked I was watching quite a bit of Billiam, and there's another guy who does like old TV shows retrospective. I think they recently did like Cory in the House one. I really like those kinds too, because it's like I don't have to sit there and watch the show. Sometimes you feel nostalgic for it, but do you really want to sit back and watch it? Like, what if it ages poorly? You want it filtered in a way. Lee Speaks. What's the other thing that I mentioned? Like, oh, I should do this. I don't remember. Fuck. It was like 5 minutes ago. What else does anyone talk about? Sports. That's a good question. I wouldn't know because I don't talk to anybody. I mean, I try to get more social by talking to my coworkers, but you know, coworker speak isn't very you can't really dig too deep. And sometimes I worry that maybe my responses are like the other day we're talking about our hobbies to our coworkers, and my coworker said something like, oh, I'm in a jazz band, and I was like, wow, that sounds really fulfilling. I play video games and I don't feel so fulfilled by it. I want something like learning an instrument. That seems so much more satisfying. And then I don't know, I left the conversation. I was thinking like, was that did I seem like I was in an existential crisis or something? But then I have to reassure myself, hey, you know, maybe it is a little existential. Maybe my coworker did get those vibes, but it doesn't matter. Maybe they'll just think like, oh, that's just Boomi. Maybe Boomi has a lot on her mind. Are you big on listening into music? I would say it really depends. I go into phases where I listen to music a lot and I don't listen to music. But I have been listening to some of the Vocaloid music I used to listen to growing up. Let's see, let's look at the Q&A again. I think I might close it if there's nothing else in there. Now that we know how this functions. Facebook used to be the go-to, but now I just message people and make new memories when I can. Yeah, Yes, Facebook. Oh yeah. I don't know if it was just because of my age, but I feel like I didn't have that much nostalgia when I was heavily into Facebook. When I was posting random statuses. I don't even log on to there. I think the memories function on Facebook forced me to like turn off notifications and never go back on there again. And then after I left, it became a dying cesspit of what? Like rage bait and AI pictures. And then again, I think that's at this point all social media, huh? My granddad published a book with his memoirs to his children. That's so nice! Wait, yeah, it really is nice reading about your own family. I've always been jealous of, like, you know, people who come from very prestigious families. Like, this is an extreme example, but imagine being born into, like, the royal English family. Not because of the wealth, not because of, like, the status, but imagine being able to have such, like, a detailed look at all of your ancestors for generations and generations back. I guess maybe that's part of the privilege, huh? We're able to trace my demonhood back quite far, but not far enough, I feel like. Especially being, like, mixed race. I don't know. I feel like I kind of lose part of my Japanese heritage due to, like, the language barrier. And I don't know. I know that my mom said that my grandma lived close to the castle on Okinawa. So there's just like, oh yeah, maybe we're kind of well off. I think we're even able to trace our ancestry back to, like, one of the kings. But when I looked the guy up on Wikipedia, he was sort of like a mythical king, so... He was probably... I think he was real, but he has, like, a lot of, like, I don't know, like, lore surrounding him. It went back up, like, 16 gen. I guess that is quite a bit. Like, I don't know. I want to know, like, the details of what each of them were doing. I want to know more than just, like, their name and who their parents were, how far back it connects. Like, I want to know about them. I want to know what about them has carried on to me. I don't know. A butterfly on your right shoulder. I remember... Okay, I think it's just because of the butterfly motifs, but I always, like, kind of separated the vocal weight songs into kind of categories. So it was like, you know, daughter of evil or servant of evil. It was never both. Butterfly on your right shoulder versus magnet. It was never both. Speaking of vocal weight, what I want to bring back, do you guys remember the Faneru Gero cover of Magnet and how they had, like, this little skit section in the front? If I ever do covers, I want to bring back the little skit sections. I think that was low-key Gene as in genius. Low-key Gene. Memories did get cringy. Too cringy. If I open up Facebook right now, what would my memory be? You know they do memories for your group chats now? They added a memory for my family's group chat and, yeah. Oh my gosh, all of my notifications are just blast the past. 2017. Okay, alright, here's... Oh god. I'm just looking at the notifications. From February 2011, November 9th, 2011... No, sorry. This is from February 2011. I said, please text me. I'm lonely. And I put my phone number there. Okay. And then there's some comments. LOL. I said, I got a new phone since I lost my old one, so I don't remember anyone's numbers or... Oh, that sucks. I know. I'm gonna text you. Alrighty then. Okay, one more. Let's see. This one is from September 6th, 2012. And I liked it. Why did I like it? I liked my own status. Hey guys, guess what? No! Oh god. Oh god. The comment was, I pitch squeal, roll on the ground, miss my own wedding. Oh. And that's why you should never be late for class. Okay. I think this is something related to like another school. Maybe there's like a shared video or something, but I was like, it's super cool now. They actually made a video that was funny, lol. The one with the dream and spray paint was not too cool. Why hide her face? That dude was pretty attractive. Killed. Do you guys remember typing like that? When you do like the // instead of doing the asterisk, you're just supposed to do the slash. Ew! Ew! Why would I ever comment stuff like that? I always thought like, I don't know, I'm like such a lurker. I've always been such a lurker on like public forums, but for some reason, when I was a teenager, I was like leaving, I don't know, like once Facebook came along, I was just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be posting whatever. And now I hate it again. I really don't even like, that's why you don't see me posting on Twitter. It's from the shame from the Facebook memories. I dare you to tweet that one. But guess what one? You know what? Why not? Why not? I'll draft it up. Hey guys, guess what? No. Okay. I'll schedule this for later today. And then you guys can see it be posted. Let's put it for, I don't know, 6, 4, 5. Let's see, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. All right. Should I put it now? Should I put it now? Here, I'll put it now. I'll actually just do it now. I'll delete the draft. Not delete the draft, but I'll unschedule it and I'll just post it right meow. Clear and post. Such a stupid tweet. Maybe I should do that. Maybe instead of coming up with tweets, I should just pick some of the bangers, the epic cringe bangers from the olden days, from 13 years ago. Let's see. I know I had some more slides on here. It might surprise me what I have next, but let's see. Oh yeah, we did the poll. We did this too. I need to have pictures of what I have on the slides here, so I know what's coming next. But yeah. So when we talked about how do we keep our memories close to us when we know that they're fading away, talking about it, writing it down, sharing it with your loved ones are some of the ways. I think for me, maybe my problem is that I don't really have anybody to talk about it to. So I'll probably work on journaling it. Or maybe finding some way to be able to filter these memories to talk about them with you guys. You've always been a lurker too. I've always been really uncomfortable with like posting stuff online. But I think the uncomfort is a lot more prominent now, because when I look back, I'm like, well, I did have my own blog when I was when I was like 12. I had my own blog. That sounds so funny. And I I would be like posting yeah, I guess I would be posting comments. I wouldn't be posting stuff on YouTube or very public platforms, but if it was something like smaller, more accurate to my niche, I guess, was just anime, being a weeb, then I was more comfortable posting on there. But now I'm just like, I don't like to post anywhere. If you were to look at my personal Instagram, my first post, and my first and only post of last year was on December like 20th, like a week before the year ended. And I was like, yeah, first post of 2023. The only reason I posted quite a bit this year, I think only like 3 times though. Let me look. I do want to post more on my Instagram though, because I feel like that's sort of another place where you can keep your memories. I posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I posted 5 times this year, but I think that's only because I went on a vacation at the very beginning of the year. It's fun to look back at yourself and seeing how much you've grown. It is. I definitely enjoy the cringe. I like cringe in general. I think cringe is, in a way, it could tell a lot about yourself and what you cringe at. And sometimes, because I like cringing at like wholesome stuff too. Like the fanime, it's cringe, but because it's sort of like so, not amateurish, because usually it's kids who's making it. But when it's, I don't know, like you see the heart and the soul poured into it and you're kind of like, oh, but it's still, you know, it's still a little bad. But that's what makes it fun. It's a good cringe. Cringe is good for your soul. Chatting on stream with the viewer can tilt help if you have no one to talk at home to. Comfortable enough to chat with every... Yes! Does that make me parasocial? I've always been very much like an open book. So I think my worry is that I spill too much. I have to work on separating things a little bit. I'm always just like, oh yeah, ask whatever. I think because I grew up so shy too. I was very, very shy growing up. So I feel like when I finally learned how to socialize, I think it's really only that I know how to talk about myself. But I don't know. I'm still kind of self-conscious about socializing. When I finally learned how to socialize, I'm like, oh, I feel like I gotta say like a lot about myself. So that way, because I don't know when this person is going to want to talk to me again. So I got to give a really cool impression. And a cool impression is just me telling everything that I can about myself. Okay, alright, let's see. What else do we have here? Promotions already? How about we put this away for a second? Put this away for a second. And then, let me bring back our slideshow in here. Ta-da! I missed the slideshow. We didn't have it here for a while. But now it's back. While we sit here and yap. Yeah. So you can kind of see that the Boomer Summit so far is just sort of like a bit more of a focus. Zatsu. We talk a lot about nostalgia today and the different tangents that it took us on. But I kind of want to, try practicing reining in a conversation to keep it to a certain topic. But sometimes, you exhaust the topic pretty quickly. So I want to add some segments in here when we can. Some segments that I had in mind. I probably should have put this on the whiteboard. But I had in mind maybe like Boomi's hot takes. So I don't know if this is what we're going to call it. But, just a very general idea. Just something where I can do a hot takes and stuff. Because I like culture. I like seeing how people interact with each other. I don't know. I see like some weird stuff on the internet, and sometimes I want to just give my spiel on it. But it's not always going to take a full amount of time. I think this is kind of what Boomer Summits can be too. If I have something that I came across, but I can't necessarily turn it into a whole stream, I can share it with you guys here. Sort of like I don't know. Roundup? I have no idea. I don't know what this is. This is the time for me to yap. And share what I want to share. I feel that, but I learned not to care too much about the internet. As long as I'm not spilling personal info, then I don't mind. That's what I'm trying to learn too. I think also what I'm scared of is I don't know, because I felt so much more free to be just saying, like, I think everybody did, to just say, oh, whatever you want online, which is, you know, fine to an extent. But I think one of the things that scare me a lot about having a platform, because it's like I don't want to have a platform. I just want to make like some fun stuff online, you know. I don't want to be like a spokesperson or like a compass to guide people. I don't really even like a role model. I just want to have fun online, and I just want to make sure everybody else is having fun too. But thank you for stopping by, Ethan. I don't know. It's a little scary knowing that the stuff that I say can be here forever, and that people can come across it and misinterpret it, because I mean, not that I feel like I say anything that would warrant like misinterpretation, but you know. That's what anxiety is. It doesn't always have to be logical. I don't know. I think just the fact that people can see stuff that I say and you know, just see that one moment of it, and I'm not there to be able to explain myself further. I think that's a little bit scary. They can't ask questions. They're just gonna see it, and then they have to assume, and then, you know, I don't know. I feel like sometimes on the internet, people are just kind of you kind of try and justify if you don't like somebody by you know, coming up with additional reasons, I guess, or like looking for it. Like it's okay to just be like, I don't think I vibe with this person, and then yeah. Not that I think that anything like that is gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't think Boomy overshares. Boomy is living a life and has stories to tell. Oh, I'm glad. I think this is like a nice thing about having this channel, is that I don't have to worry about if I'm talking about stuff that people aren't interested in, because that's what this channel is for me to talk about stuff that people in my direct life might not be interested in, but I have like an outlet to be able to talk about that. I know most people call this coffee talk or something. Ah, like a coffee chat. Yeah. Yeah, that could kind of be what it is. Aimed as a regular activity. We'll call this a Boomer Summit. Just know that when there's a summit, I'm calling on you boomers to come hear me out. Don't worry too much. Are you worried about Lucid asking? I don't. Lucid is honestly fairly chill, to be honest. I don't really think that they're gonna ask us to be like, hey, you're like, unless you're like really spicy, you're really throwing out some hot takes. I think that I'm just the person that's like not necessarily afraid of conflict, but I like to avoid it. I like to appease everybody as much as I know that's impossible. It's like I want to appease everybody, but it's also just like, hey, if you don't fuck with me, like, just stay away. But at the same time, please fuck with me, please. Like, let's be friends. Yeah, I don't even think my hot takes would be that hot, but you know, I think it's just the uncertainty of not knowing how something you say is going to affect somebody else or like resonate with somebody else. I don't know. I think I just don't feel like I express myself as well as I want to. Probably. I have no idea. It's illogical. It makes no sense. Question for a Boomy hot take: cake or pie? Cake all the way. I'm a cake girly. I think pie is fine, but I don't know. When it comes to the crust, I think I like the sponginess of a cake a lot more than pie. The only time I really eat pie is maybe I'll have the odd apple pie. But every Thanksgiving, my grandma does make sweet potato pie. If it was cake, it would probably be gone a lot faster. It's not that, yeah, I like her sweet potato pie, but I could eat a lot of cake. Some other ideas I had for segments in the future for Boomer Summit is viewer voicemails. I really enjoyed the voicemails from our Boomer reports. So I was thinking maybe we can break that part a little bit down and do like viewer submitted questions or stories or even advice that would relate to things. So it'll be not just voicemails, but we'll also have like maybe like a submission. And I actually have that set up and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Another thing that I had is probably just like, not really a deep dive, but just like a little tangent here and there if I find something interesting that I don't want to dive super into when it comes to like a rabbit hole. I don't know how exactly to call it, just besides like Boomi's Discovery or something. We'll come up with like catchy titles in the future for these segments, but like if I find something weird or if you guys find something weird that you want me to look into, we can have a little segment for that. And then another idea that I had is not just Boomi's hot takes, but my friends' hot takes. We could do like a 15-minute segment, have 3 guests come on, and in 5 minutes they have to give their hot take, and then you guys can do like a agree or disagree. Is it a hot or not take? I don't know, something like that. I just kind of want this space to be an area where I can play around with little ideas or topics, just things that I can't stretch out into a super big stream. I can just have small areas, little pockets of following whatever tangents or rabbit hole that I want to follow. Do you guys have any other ideas in mind? Any other segments that you might want to see or things that you think might be good to add? Ideas from chat. If you guys have any, feel free to send them in through the comments, or you can even suggest them in the Discord, or should I add maybe in the mailbox? I could add like feedback. That'd be interesting. I'll leave this here. Feedback box. Okay, there we go. We have a feedback box in there. So if you guys have like any ideas, you can put that in there. Ooh, confessionals! Yeah, confessionals segment would be fun. I did do a stream last year that I really enjoyed where we did the r/confessions, confessing your sins. I think that would be a really fun one to do. To get it from you guys, from viewers. Or maybe like, stories, etc. Have you guys ever heard the podcast Normal Gossip? I love that podcast. I haven't listened to all the episodes, but the ones that I have listened to are really juicy and really fun. They have viewer-submitted gossip that they tell over the course of like an hour or so. And I don't know, it's like they have a guest on and it's pretty interactive with the guest and it leaves you guessing. The storytelling on it is really, really fun. It's like you're sitting down with your friends and just spilling tea. Okay, yeah, so confessions and like stories reacts. If you have any ideas, feel free to add them to the mailbox. I'll be sharing the link to the mailbox very shortly. I've done art challenges with viewers. Oh, art challenges. That'd be fun. Art challenges or Boomi fan art review. That'd be fun. Maybe like a showcase instead of a review. Fan art showcase. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah. We could have a segment. Whenever we get enough fan art, we can have a segment where we do that kind of stuff. Yeah. that'd be a lot of fun. I do want to get like the other Lucid members involved in this too. If they are, because I know my time is early. Who wants to wake up so early on a weekend? But I think if the times align, I think it'll be fun to have them in, even for just like the little hot take section. I think that'd be nice. A workout! Oh, like a morning stretches? Stretches/workout. You know, I don't even work out. It's been on my New Year's resolution for the past 5 years. I think that would be really nice. That would be really nice, actually. I've always kind of wanted to do like a Twitter space where I'm going on a walk through the park too. Especially since the weather is still kind of warm. I think that might be fun. I have to get a microphone though, or else I'm just gonna be looking like I'm talking on the phone for a long time. Boomi does make a good voiceover guide for those relaxing affirmation bits. Should we have affirmations? Should we bring back the affirmations from the our mega chill Minecraft days? Affirmations? Those were really fun to do. Affirmations / calm stories. We have a lot of ideas for segments. I don't think segments are going to be, you know, we're not going to do everything in one stream, but I think, you know, kind of like a puzzle piece or like a Subway sandwich order. Each Boomer Summit is going to be a different Subway sandwich, so you will have different toppings, segments throughout. We have some old fan art. A character name generator from shows or games and set a time limit for everybody to draw. That'd be really fun. That'd be really fun. I could draw on the whiteboard. Oh, a live like comic or manga book reading. Maybe I could read like I could read a meme. I do have something like that set up for the end. Okay, I think we have quite a few submissions, so I'll go ahead and move on to our next topic. Our next topic is just sort of like a general yap essentially. You know what? I'll leave this out. I'll leave this out actually. I thought maybe I'll put like the Boomer Summit number 4, but I'll just leave the memes up. It's fine. Yeah, thank you guys for all of the suggestions. I'm gonna send the mailbox at the end in just a bit, but I wanted to just sort of have a very general yap, just asking you guys about the streams lately. Have you guys been enjoying the Red Dead Redemption playthrough? I've really been enjoying, I don't know, the comparisons between the two games. Because we recently finished GTA 4, and, you know, GTA 4... Right after GTA 4, I don't know how many years, it was like, what, 2 years? They released Red Dead, right? And I don't know, where did I see it? Maybe like, was it a YouTube video or a Reddit comment? But they said that like GTA was sort of their showcase product for Rockstar. And the games in between is where they would like tweak and work on the mechanics. So the mechanics from Red Dead, so I don't know, like Red Dead is sort of like GTA 4.5. For lack of a better word when it comes to the mechanics, I guess. But being able to play the game that came right before and right after, it's been really interesting playing Red Dead for me. I think the most interesting part, not just the technical difference between it, but I don't know, like the vibe. The vibe is so different. It's the same, but it's so different. Like when we met, was it when we met Micah? Was it Micah? Meeting Micah and then helping, what's his name, Mr. West Dickens. Those parts, I got like a sort of like a GTA kind of vibe from it. Like, oh, this feels like a weird character you would meet in GTA. Or even just sort of like comparing John Marston to Nico Bellic. I don't know. I never like thought about them being in the same category, I guess. It's been really interesting to like, I don't know, play Red Dead and get like the sense of familiarity. I never really drew too much comparison between Red Dead and GTA, as obvious as it may seem to be. I don't know. I'm really excited to see how I'm going to finish this game and then look back at these characters, because I feel like, I don't know if it's just because I know that John Marston is like a very revered protagonist, or if it's because I touched a little bit of Red Dead 2, but it feels that John has a little bit more to him. Am I wrong in saying that? John feels like a little bit more layered than any of the GTA 4 protagonists that we played, if that makes sense. Or it could just be because I'm not super familiar with Westerns, but like GTA 4 protagonists, I mean, they did feel layered. I don't know, John just feels very different. I can't put my finger on it. John feels very different to me. Definitely check out the VODs later. Yeah, if it's something that you're into. I've personally been having a lot of fun playing Red Dead and trying to pretend that I'm a cowboy with a very awful southern accent. No, yeah. If that's something that you're into, come stop by, check out the VODs. We play Red Dead every single Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I try to keep the episodes at a decent length. I don't know when we're gonna finish it, but hopefully within 10 episodes. I've been having so much fun with it so far. Rest in peace, Butter, though. Rest in peace, Butter. San Andreas. I really want to play San Andreas. I think the games that I want to play next, we're gonna do Red Dead, then Undead Nightmare, probably. I want to play Red Dead 2, but I really doubt my computer can handle it, so I'll have to see. Fingers crossed. I would love to play it on stream. But if not, I guess it is what it is. And for sure, before GTA 6 comes out, I want to at least play a little bit of Vice City. So that way I could be like, wow, look at how much they improved Vice City. That's crazy. Wow, look at the difference. Oh my god. You know? Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about for GTA and Red Dead. Yeah, I've just been really enjoying like the immersion, especially with Red Dead. I don't know, I feel myself far more immersed in Red Dead. GTA did feel very immersive, but I don't know, I'm just like really interested in stopping on the side of the road and helping like random civilians. I mean, I guess I did do that in GTA. Maybe it happens a lot more in Red Dead. I don't know. If somebody got their purse stolen in GTA, it'd help. It just feels so much easier to get into a character when you're in Red Dead. Maybe because I want to be a cowboy. Have you guys been watching Disney 2-3? Are you guys okay, maybe a more focused question. Are you guys suffering from Marvel fatigue, or are you guys still on the train? I have been on the Marvel train since I watched Iron Man. I don't know. I don't even remember like really loving Iron Man though. I mean, I remember I thought it was a fun movie, but I just ended up watching all those movies. I think because my dad did. He had all the X-Men, so he watched X-Men a lot growing up. He watched a lot of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man growing up. So I've just been sort of like, I don't know. I grew up with these movies, so I just never stopped watching anything that they put out. I am on a huge MCU fatigue. That's so valid. That's so valid. I've definitely, like, I haven't seen Werewolf by Night still, even though I heard that one was really good. But I feel like that's a really seasonal thing, and I missed it last Halloween, and I think I missed it this Halloween, and the Halloween before that. Shang-Chi was a breath of fresh air. They gotta bring him back. They have to bring him back for sure. I haven't been watching any Marvel for a while these days. I need to catch up on so much. I think that's probably why I haven't jumped off the train. It's because I'm just like, dude, if I jump off, like, what am I gonna watch? Like, I have to watch so many. Yeah, I've kept up with everything. Right? Has it been everything? I don't even know, like, what's the stuff that they put out. I've seen all the movies for sure. The shows may be a little bit iffy. I know I haven't seen much of the Netflix ones, but I am going through Daredevil. I have to pick up Daredevil Season 3. I've been watching it here and there, but I have to re-pick it up before Born Again comes out. I think Daredevil might be... I think he might be my favorite. Yeah, I think he might be my favorite. Like, as a character, as, like, you know, the themes of him battling, like, this darker side versus, like, what he thinks he should live up to for his religious expectations, I guess? I don't know, I haven't really finished Season 3. I thought that the hand and, like, the Defenders was so boring, though. Maybe not boring, but just, I don't know. I'm just like, the hand is such... I couldn't get over the name. Such a fucking stupid name, the hand. I have been keeping up with the MCU. I watched the trailer yesterday for both the Thunderbolts and Brave New World. I really hope that Brave New World is gonna be a good one, especially because it's coming out so close to my birthday. I'd be very disappointed if it's not good. I feel like I can't trust it after Secret Wars. I thought Secret Wars, I was like, oh, this it looks kind of interesting, and then they did that to us. Like, what the hell was that? It was so not. I want to say awful, but yeah, it was disappointing. It was a letdown. I did like Agatha though. I did enjoy Agatha all along. I'm very much like very pleasable. You know, I'll be like, oh, you did something different. You know, good for you. I like that. I like that you tried. I enjoyed the Eternals. I haven't seen it since, so I don't know if like my view would differ nowadays. But I thought Eternals was like not necessarily a breath of fresh air, but it was nice to see something I don't know, like that. Very clean? I don't know. I think the aesthetics were on point. I like the logo. I like the idea of it, but I don't really know how I feel about the movie. It's been a while. Shang-Chi was really fun though. I did like Shang-Chi and I hope that they bring him back. Just give us another Avengers vs. Galactus movie and be done with the MCU. I wonder. I don't think that they're gonna like close the MCU anytime soon. I think that the direction that they're gonna take, especially since they split up Marvel Studios, Marvel Television, and Marvel Animation, I think that they're just gonna go the comic book route. They're probably gonna be like, okay, you know, people like these characters and it's making a lot more money than... I mean, I'm assuming. I don't really read the comics. I don't really read at all. And they're probably like the, you know, this is a lot more digestible to the mainstream audiences. So I think they're just going to take the comic book route, have a bunch of different characters, different stories going on at the same time, and then every once in a while, they'll probably bring in a team up. I'm hoping. I mean, yeah, I like this franchise. I really do. I think because I grew up with it. I remember going to, I don't know if I remember seeing Iron Man in theaters, but I do have the ticket at home somewhere. I don't know where, but I do remember having the ticket for Iron Man 2, and I came across it a few years ago, and I was like, damn, I still got this? Iron Man 2, I remember the first time that I realized the MCU was happening, I went to a really shitty movie theater with my friend because we were like 11, 12 years old, so going to the movies alone was like the cool thing to do. I went there with one of my best friends, and I remember I at the end credit scene, I had no idea what an end credit scene was. I remember seeing Iron Man show up at the end of the Hulk, and I turned to her, I was like, is this just like an actor? Like, is the actor just coming over here? my mom's calling. I'm gonna put that down for a second. I was like, oh, the actor is like in the movie, like the Robert Downey Jr. I didn't know his name, but and then he said he was Tony Stark. I had no idea that these were even supposed to be connected. So that was like, I don't know, it's a core memory for me. And I remember like waiting each movie for each movie leading up to the Avengers, and I remember not looking forward to the Captain America movie at all because I think he was the last one, and I was thinking like, what? Come on, we're going back in time too. Just give us the Avengers already. Who cares about Captain America? I just wanted to see everybody come together, and I don't know, like it seemed like Endgame at the time too. Growing up would be so far out of reach, and to just look back and think like we're in the post Endgame era, sort of low-key a flop era. I don't know. It's hard to follow up what Endgame was. Endgame is probably one of my most favorite experiences of all time too. I went there opening day. I saw so many movies leading up to Endgame. Like I think between Age of Ultron, which I loved, and I know a lot of people don't like Age of Ultron, but I loved it. I was super into it. Age of Ultron made me like that. That's when everything clicked. When I was just like, these aren't just like movies that I'm into. Like, I don't know. I started watching New Rockstars at that time. I was very into like seeing all the other details and like all of the seeds that they were planting. I think that's probably one of my issues with this current era too, is that you kind of have these seeds that they're planting, but they're planting so many all over the place and none of them are blooming, you know? You're not really getting a lot of payoff. The only payoffs that you're getting is like, oh, here's a cameo, you know, because there's not enough time for things to develop. At least that's what I get the feeling of. I'm very like passively into Marvel right now. Yeah, I didn't want any of the build-up. Just give me the Avenger. Ultron was underrated. I loved... Yes, when Vision came in, because I had no idea. I didn't know who Vision was. I think that's probably another fun part about it for me, is that I was very much an MCU fan, not just like a Marvel Comics fan. Yeah, I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance growing up, so I knew like Loki, I knew Asgard, I knew like Miss Marvel. Like I had a vague familiarity with a lot of the characters just from that game and like watching. Well, I mean, when we played that game, my dad was very insistent on being Wolverine, and he said that we all had to be on the same team, because you can pick people from the same team to get a bonus, so I didn't get a chance to, like, really play around with the other characters. We were strictly the X-Men all the time, because my dad wanted to be Wolverine and get the bonus. But when we did get to play around with other characters, that's when I found out about Miss Marvel. When you're, you can see Nick Fury, and I was like, it's so funny because now you look at Nick Fury and you associate him with Samuel L. Jackson. But back in the Ultimate Alliance days, Nick Fury was a white guy. And now it's weird to go back to that game. Even though that's my first introduction to Nick Fury and being like, this isn't Samuel L. Jackson. MCU still isn't as good as the comics though. I've been very curious about like where to start with the comics, to be honest. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's but then again, it's just my favorite movies. I don't know. If I do read superhero comics, I want to read Invincible because the TV show is going way too slow for me, and honestly, they need to step it up with the animation. With season 2, I was just like, okay, maybe the animation would have improved because I took so long on it. Oh, not really. Not really. Season 1, I could give them the excuse. Maybe they didn't want to invest, but like, come on, bro. Give it to us, Amazon. Fingers crossed for season 3. But yeah, Ultron, when Vision came out, when he was born, that was like, holy shit. That was awesome. Also, Pietro. Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson? Aaron Taylor Johnson or something like that. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I think I like Pietro more than I like the actor. Well, as soon as I found out he was British, it's like not that there was anything. It just there was like a disconnect for me. I was like, I like Pietro more. Oh man, I was so sad when he died, and he's not coming back. He's not coming back. Like no, he was so hot. Bring him back. Last movie I really enjoyed was Doctor Strange and Anything Spider-Man. I think the Spider-Man has been a pretty solid trilogy. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 4. I don't know. You know, I know that there's like a lot of discourse between what's the best Spider-Man. I grew up watching all of them, but I think I really enjoy Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think probably because Tom Holland's Spider-Man feels closest to my high school experience. So, yeah, I really like his Spider-Man and his take on it. The other ones are really good though, but I mean, just my type. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he is my type. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I just remember thinking that he was so hot as a kid. Pietro MCU. Maybe it was the blonde hair, because when I saw it, I don't know. Because there's nothing, I don't feel anything for the actor. It's just specifically this character. Then again, I've been told that I have like a really weird type. My friends will be like, oh yeah, he's totally your type, Boomy. He's not cute. My favorite MCU trilogy is, by far, Guardians of the Galaxy. I would say maybe Daredevil in MCU is probably my favorite superhero. I like, I mean, even though I'm not like super duper into the show, I am watching it, I'm having a good time with it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna rewatch this and stuff. Maybe I will one day. Maybe I'll feel that way one day. But I think, you know, his themes and stuff, his character, I think is really interesting. And I think Matt Murdock is one of my favorite heroes, or I guess characters. Guardians, though, my favorite, like, I guess, franchise within the MCU. I don't know, because it was such like a dark horse for me too. I remember going to the movie theater to watch Guardians. I had no idea that this movie was even out. I didn't see any marketing for it or anything, and I was, you know, kind of like mildly interested in the MCU at the time, but I guess just mostly like whatever is the stuff that people are talking about. I'm not going out of my way to see MCU news. But my dad, he took me and my brother on a weekend afternoon. He's like, hey, we're gonna go watch the new Marvel movie. I'm like, they have a new one coming out? Had no idea what we were in store for. We saw the poster outside and I was like, okay, all right, yeah, let's go see it. And yeah, I remember watching it and leaving the movie theater and thinking that was the most fun that I've ever had watching a movie. And I was just thinking, like, I cannot wait until I get to rewatch this movie. Like, as when we left, I was like, I want to watch this movie again right now. I loved it so much. Native Green, hello, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day today. You're out here just catching up, talking about MCU. They released 2 new trailers yesterday, but we're kind of talking about more of the golden age. I love Tobey Spider-Man probably because I grew up with him, and the first movie is a fun cheesy. It is really cheesy. It's so, yeah. I haven't seen it in a while though. The first one. So I really want to rewatch Tobey's Spider-Man trilogy, especially now that I do live in New York City. I'm very curious to see, you know, being able to be like, oh, I know that place. That's how I felt when I watched Men in Black. As a kid, I don't know, like New York City always seemed kind of like I knew that it existed, but it just didn't click that they would take inspiration for the backdrops in movies from actual places in real life, you know? So in in Men in Black, when they were doing that big fight against the cockroach guy, which is Kingpin. That blew my mind. The cockroach guy, I was just like, wait a second, like these places actually exist in real life. I saw it and I was like, what? I've been here before. Literally me being that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. It's been a rainy day. Oh, I hope it's a nice, cozy rainy day. Grab yourself some hot tea and a blanket and get comfy and enjoy the day in, I hope. Spider-Man, you gotta help me. I've been turned into the roach king. Can we get a Men in Black crossover into the MCU? I mean, they're kind of being invaded by Skrulls right now, so maybe it's time for the Men in Black to step in. If I remember, he died taking shots in the back. That's how I knew that he was for me, when he took those back shots like a man. But yeah, Guardians, I think especially after the third movie, dude, I can't even think about Guardians without wanting to like tear up and stuff and like get emotional. And I don't even know why I like it so much. I don't know why I like it so much. Like, I thought the second movie was fine. It was good. It made me cry. It was fine though. I don't know. I just have a soft spot in my heart for them. I'm tearing up as I'm thinking about it. It's so stupid. It's like, I don't know. I guess maybe it was just a nice day hanging out with my dad and my brother. And we all really loved that movie. And, yeah. And then I played the game too. And the game was so similar to like the James Gunn movies, but it also had its own flair and like its own interpretation of the characters. And I think that just hammered home to the point to me. It's not just the movies that I like, but I like this band of misfit characters. They're all silly, they're fun, but I don't know. I really don't know why I love the Guardians so much. I am very excited because I was never really into the DCEU. Because I liked The Dark Knight, but I didn't like Man of Steel. I remember from the first time I watched it, and then my dad had us rewatch it a couple more times. It just really wasn't my vibe. So I'm really excited, personally, to see James Gunn take over the DCU, because I thought Suicide Squad was fun, but I love Peacemaker. I love Peacemaker so much. I'm so excited for season 2. I'm excited to see like what else he has in store for us. I think his taste really does mesh well with mine too. The music, maybe? It could be the music. But to be honest, I didn't really grow up listening to that kind of music. My dad was much more of like a hip-hop, rap, Motown kind of guy. So we'd be listening to that. But I do have a soft spot for, I guess, would that be considered dad rock? Simply because I played so much like Guitar Hero and Rock Band growing up, so... It's nice to find like a new song that you like from that era. Because I'm so unfamiliar with it, but I think it's such a vibe. The soundtrack is really goated, that's for sure. Peacemaker is so good. So good. John Cena is Peacemaker. Vigilante is also, he reached husbando status for me. You know what's funny? Between, my two IRL favorite TV show husbandos, right? We talked about Cousin Greg from Succession, Vigilante from Peacemaker. What I found funny that they both have in common, maybe I do have a type. They're both they both have brown hair. They're both a little bit weird, and both of their dads are gay. So if you are a brunette with a gay dad who's left you in your childhood, hey, maybe maybe there might be a future for us. When I realized that, I was like, wait, what? Also takes a beating. Both of them do get beat up quite a bit. Both of them do get beat up quite a bit. Yeah, if you have daddy issues, kind of wink. Close enough. Yeah, Peacemaker and Vigilante have an awesome dynamic. Yeah, I'm so excited for season 2. I'm so excited. It's been too long. It's been too long since the first season. I think Peacemaker might be the only superhero TV show that I went back and rewatched. But that doesn't mean that there's stuff that I don't want to rewatch though. From the MCU, I really did like Moon Knight. Moon Knight was really fun. WandaVision was, of course, like... I feel like WandaVision, they came out of the ring punching, right? You think you're set up for something so much... like, something so awesome with WandaVision when it came to Marvel TV. I think maybe they should have put out Falcon and the Winter Soldier first. And what else did they... It was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, and WandaVision. That was the 3 TV shows, right? I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier... It wasn't like too bad. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they had to cut out the stuff from the pandemic, because I think they had to do a little bit of rewrites for the pandemic. So I'm gonna say, okay, we didn't get their full vision, so I don't want to be like, it was mid, but it just didn't connect, it didn't resonate that well. There's some parts where I was like, oh, this is really fun and interesting, and there's other parts where it's like, I am the 1% that liked Black Adam from the DCU. I've never seen Black Adam. To be honest, I just didn't really keep up with DCU at all. I saw Man of Steel and I saw the Snyder's Justice League. And I didn't really like Justice League either. I don't know. I think for me, the tone just didn't resonate. Because I think, you know, they're modeling... Like, Man of Steel was sort of their base for how they wanted to set the tone, right? And I just wasn't into... Oh, I also saw Batman v Superman. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? What? Both of their names... Their mom has the same name. I don't know. I feel like they kind of wanted to have their Marvel-ish moments. I wish that they sort of just went with, like... I know that the Dark Knight wasn't supposed to be the blueprint, but if they went just fully Dark Knight, I think I would have had much more fun with it. But I think something with the tone didn't really hit for me when it came to the DCU. DCEU. The DCU is the new one, yeah? Animated projects? I heard that their animated ones are really good. I don't know, I haven't really seen their, I haven't seen, like, the cartoons from either of them, to be honest. Maybe it's time for me to give them a shot. I was interested in watching the Suicide Squad anime, but only because I want to see how they do Peacemaker in it. I think Peacemaker might be one of my favorite superheroes, too, in the DC universe. But only because I like this show. They have some pretty sick figurines at this one comic book store downtown. But they're all like really expensive. Oh my gosh, they have... I should probably go there and like take pictures of it. They have like a Doctor Strange Iron Man figurine. Like, oh my gosh, they have some stuff that's so sick over there. And it's like Benedict Cumberbatch Doctor Strange wearing the Iron Man armor, and I think he has like the Eye of Agamotto on. Or maybe I'm like mixing it up with something, but they have something like that kind of crossover there. I was indifferent to Black Adam. My dad wasn't a big fan of it. To be fair, The Rock was my favorite back when I was a kid. I didn't didn't watch any WWE growing up. My brother had a friend that we would go to his house quite often, who was big into WWE. So we'd be playing with like the wrestling toys, or when we jumped on the trampoline, we'll pretend, or we even had like the WWE game. But I only made my own character. I know of like The Undertaker. I thought John Cena looked like he was just like a 5th grader half the time. So I don't really know much about like The Rock. I don't remember like anything about The Rock in wrestling. I do remember John Cena, and I remember The Undertaker because I thought he was scary but badass. Well, I'm excited for the new era of superheroes to come out. I think not just MCU. I mean, I think MCU still has to prove itself a little bit to us, but I think Agatha kind of left it on a high note for me. I'm really interested in I hope that they kind of understand what people are looking for. They take this few years to reflect on the content that they put out. Think long and hard about yourself, Kevin Feige. All right, you've let some opportunities slip through your fingers, and you're gonna have to earn back the trust of the fans. All right. I'll be here no matter what, but I don't know. I hope that Brave New World? Is that what it is? Or the new Captain America? I hope that one's going to be good. But after Secret Wars, you know, they could have a trailer that looks good, but you never know how they're going to unfold it. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I love a good, like, I don't know what you would call this. It looks like an action, but it also kind of looks like not a political thriller. That doesn't feel right. I don't know. You know what I mean. The trailer makes it seem like it'll be really fun and like a little thrilling, a little intense, but can they pull it off? I hope so. Thunderbolts, on the other hand, that looks like fun. Did you guys see the trailer for the Thunderbolts? We finally know who bought the Avengers Tower, which I was really hoping that it'd be the Fantastic Four, but since we know that the Fantastic Four is going to be set in the past, possibly alternate universe, yeah. I guess it makes sense that they didn't buy the tower. Or Oscorp! Oscorp didn't buy the tower either. Jar mentioned. Moral, hello. Okay, alright, okay. I'm hoping that this next era of like superhero movies and stuff is gonna be really fun. I am ready to jump onto that DCU train once James Gunn starts pumping out more stuff. I really hope that it's gonna be stuff that I'm into. Because I think, I don't know. I feel like, at least for me, DC superheroes, Batman, Superman, they feel more, like ingrained to like earlier, like pop culture versus like the new superheroes. I think Marvel has a recency bias. Not recency, well, you know. Like Marvel, they've become big so quickly. But I think for me, before, all I really knew was like Spider-Man, right? Maybe the X-Men. It's only because my dad was very into the X-Men. But I feel like when you think about superheroes, at least like pre-MCU, you would be thinking like Batman, Superman. You would be thinking the Justice League. You know, there was no Avengers parody in the Dexter's Laboratory. They were the Justice League parody. I guess. Okay, you guys know the Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents? The bronze kneecap? Maybe he could be an Iron Man parody. I don't know. That's what I assumed. The bronze kneecap. I hope that we see peak from both studios. I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah. I want to encourage you guys to clip. I think if you guys have any funny moments, feel free to clip. And we have a clipping channel in our Discord. I'm going to link the Discord right here. And you can share the clips into the Discord. And if there's a funny clip, I was thinking that at the end of the stream, I like to sort of very lightly edit a clip and post it onto social media. Maybe if you clip something that I think was really funny, I will edit it and post it and credit you for clipping it. Yeah, if you find something that makes you Rafflamo, Rafflecopter, feel free to just use the little clip button and then share it into our Lucid community in the clip section. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, put this away, and bring out. Bring this out again. Keep going. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to promote a couple of things. Can you read it? Is it big enough? I'll be sharing this into the Discord later, and I will be posting this onto Twitter as well. But I wanted to promote that we are officially opening a Ko-fi! So you get additional ways to support the channel. The way that I'm kind of thinking of it is you can get a membership to here, and this is just like, you know, you'll get like stream perks and stuff. We'll start doing like membership streams and more often, or I mean, we haven't done a membership stream at all, so we'll be doing a membership stream for the first time. Versus the Ko-fi is going to be a way where you can get some extra Boomy content. We have a lot of Boomy content planned. Staff was very kind to help me navigate some ways, because now that we've gotten acquired, we have to we're encouraged to make some revenue. I feel like I'm pretty bad at being like, oh yeah, you know, like get a membership or something. Like if that's cool with you, that's the one drawback of being a corpo VTuber for me, is that I have to ask you guys for money, and I feel kind of weird doing that. So staff was very, very kind in helping me come up with some rewards for you guys, where you can get some extra Boomy. Think of memberships as a way to support the stream and get stream perks, and then the Ko-fi is a way to get some additional Boomy stuff, additional interaction with Boomy if you like really like me that much. Yeah. Okay, so what we have 3 tiers. We have the Boomer tier, the Boomer tier, and the Boomer tier. So you add all your O's. Yeah, so for $5 a month, you can join our Ko-fi membership and get some exclusive blog posts, weekly blog posts that includes personal updates, stories, and sneak peeks into upcoming projects. You also get your name at the end of the credits at the end of every month, because these are a monthly thing. Wait, was it weekly blog posts or monthly blog posts? I have to check in. I forgot. Oh, I think it'll be regular blog posts. Maybe whenever. I'll do it once a month, but maybe if I have more things to talk about, we'll do it more times than that. But yeah, think of it as subscribing to Boomy's Diary. You also get your name in the credits. So there's gonna be a special Ko-fi section at the end of the stream and at the end of any YouTube videos that I'm gonna be posting. So you guys can get these. For $15 a month at the Boomer tier, you get all of the previous tiers rewards, plus a handwritten and signed postcard from me, yours truly. You also get access to digital downloads. Your contribution will actually go towards digital downloaded goods. So we'll have like things like exclusive wallpapers, icons, ringtones, etc. And these will be released on a monthly basis. And then if you want to really whale out, you can become a boomer and get all of the previous rewards, plus a monthly personalized voice message from yours truly. So, yes, those are some extra ways that you can help support not just me, not just the stream, but Lucid Multimedia as a whole. It'd be really, really generous of you to do something like this. But that's like, you know, I want to be able to make sure that you guys are, I was going to say compensated properly. Makes it sound like you're doing me a favor. But you know, that your money is getting its worth. So, you can access that. You know, I don't even know if I have a command for Ko-fi. I don't think I have one. Do I have one? Let's make one right now. Coffee. Support your local demon girl. And then copy the link. And then coffee and create it. And then Ko-fi. And let's see. There you go. There you go. Now the command has been made. It's also on the social media rotator. That's what I wanted to do. Add commands to SM rotator. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Sounds wonderful. Sorry I'm unable to do it right now. Yeah, that is no problem at all. This is just for those, you know, if you're able to do so, it's just a little extra way to thank you guys for your support. An extra way to support the channel, but there's also non-monetary ways that you can support the channel, such as liking the videos, sharing them with your friends, commenting on the VODs when it's done, or even just sharing your favorite Boomy moments with a friend of yours that you think might enjoy me. Maybe if I'm playing a game that you think that they would enjoy, or if I say something funny that reminds you of that. Yeah, reminds you of your friend. You know, sharing the channel is a fantastic way of supporting me as well. Because, you know, it's not just about making revenue, but growing the channel. I don't like the way that I worded that. It sounds very, like, money hungry. I don't know, to me at least. But I trust that you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's not the way that I wanted to word it, but yeah. You know, there's plenty of other ways to support the channel is what I'm trying to say. And sharing it with your friends, sharing it with other VTuber enjoyers is totally valid as well. And it helps the channel, like, honestly just as much, if not more. Another thing that I wanted to say was that we are posting a lot of shorts regularly. I'm sure that you've noticed. So that's another way that you can support the channel. Go ahead, watch the shorts, take a look at them, like them, comment, share, send it to a friend, send it to somebody that you think. I used to post like these little like CapCut ones where I'd be falling out of an egg and I say, "Fuck you," right? Share that to somebody who needs to hear that. Share that with someone who needs to hear. Fuck you. Maybe I'll try and get some more up once we sort of finish these more professional ones instead of the shit posts. Yeah, I've noticed you guys have been commenting on them. I've been a little bit behind with the comments because of the collabs, but I think I'm starting to catch up. Yeah. If you guys have like things, if the short even just reminds you of something, anything that comes to mind that you want to comment, if it's like fairly on topic, feel free to. I think it's a nice you know, extra opportunity that we get to know each other through the comments. So, yeah. Another thing that I want to promote today auditions are open. If you didn't know, I think we're about halfway through the auditions period. So if you are interested in joining Lucid Multimedia as a talent, or you have any VTubers that you think are interested, you think anybody would be a great fit for our organization, share with them the link at welcome to lucid.com/auditions. We have auditions open until the 28th. Yeah, we're really looking to expand the family. Really exciting stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing who may be the ones that are going to join our little dreamscape here. We're dreaming big. We're definitely dreaming big. Ever since we've been acquired by STPR, you can see that we've been... I feel like we've been stepping it up. So, really exciting times to come. It's a good time to be a Lucid fan right now. The next thing I want to promote is that tomorrow, some other members of Lucid Multimedia are doing a karaoke relay! I'm not participating in it because I'm not that strong of a singer. I wanted to give the spotlight to everybody else. But I will be in the next karaoke relay, or at least I hope to be in the next karaoke relay. But this one I decided to take a pass on. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go and listen to everybody. Everybody's such amazing singers. I am blown away by the talents of our newest members, like literally all the time. They're so good at singing. They're so good at like entertaining. You guys are gonna have a really good fun time to stopping by at the karaoke relay. Eva is going to start it off, and then they're gonna raid into each other's YouTube channels. I know Nay and T don't really stream onto YouTube, but they are opening up their waiting rooms specifically for this karaoke relay. So go ahead and enjoy the ride. Enjoy being tossed around by our amazing personas. Whenever I do feel ready for karaoke, it'll be wonderful. I just know it. Thank you! Thank you! I want to become a strong singer, so that way I could I don't know, sing to my heart's content. Honestly, if I had like a good voice, if I could sing, I know Ariana Grande is an extreme example. I just love her voice. It's so silky. It's like water. It's so hydrating. If I could sing like Ariana Grande, I'd be the most obnoxious person in the world. So maybe it's best that I remain a beginner. I would never shut up. In fact, I would never speak normally again. Everything I say will be in song form. You'd be thinking that I stepped out of a musical or something. But yes, please do stop by the karaoke relay. That'll be tomorrow from 8 p.m. Eastern to 10:30 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 5 p.m. Pacific to 7:30 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, a nice little concert time. Another thing that I wanted to bring up. Next week's Boomer Summit number 5. I was trying to find something a little bit more ominous, but I want to know. Next week, we are finally... I don't know if you could tell, I've been really interested in not just cowboys, but aliens too. The disclosure age is imminent, guys. I am telling you this right now. Next week's Boomer Summit on Sunday, November 17th. I haven't decided the time, but it's likely going to be same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. 8 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, 8 a.m. Pacific. We are going to be talking about... What do they call it? UAP, something aerial phenomena, whatever, UFO, your unidentified flying object. And that's what we're gonna be talking about. Yeah. I made our little Boomer Summit mailbox, and I'm very interested in knowing if you have ever had a UFO or an NHI encounter. Got a story? Got a question? You can even submit a wait, do I have a section for question? I don't think so. Here, let me add that section. Let's do question, share a question. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so yeah, this next upcoming Boomer Summit's topic is basically just me falling down the UFO conspiracy rabbit hole. So if you've ever had a experience with the extraterrestrial, maybe you've seen a light flashing oddly in the sky, even if it's as small as that, you can leave a voicemail, or if you don't want to, like, you know, share your voice, which is totally reasonable, you can also submit a story. You could do like a written version, think of it as like a little email or like fan mail inbox. You can also submit a video instead of a voicemail if that's what you want to. We are going to be vetting all of them, so just make sure that you're, you know, being reasonable and responsible and respectful. But yeah, our inbox is open. We're accepting calls. We're accepting emails, letters, or even if you have a question to your fellow boomers, feel free to share your UFO or alien encounter. Or even if it's not your own encounter, if you think that there's a story that you really believe in, share that as well. I'd be very interested in hearing. Here, let me add that in there. Don't have a story? Share. Let's see. You can share one that you truly... Share one that you truly believe in? Don't have a story. Share an alien conspiracy that you think is real, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's the wording that I want to use, but we'll just leave it there. Yeah, I'll be checking submissions all throughout the week. I'm very excited to hear about your UFO or alien encounter, if you do have one, or the stories that you want to share regarding that. I don't know if you guys know, but this week the United States government will be doing a hearing on the UAPs and NHI. A lot of top-level military staff have come out and said that they have made contact with, made contact with aliens, but they have, acknowledged that there are phenomenon and technology out there in our skies that are beyond our understanding. So on Sunday, we're going to talk about what could be real, and some of the more wild conspiracies out there as well. And yeah. I'm really looking forward to it, because I've fallen down this rabbit hole, like, I don't know, like, maybe like started off a year ago. When they first had a hearing, and then I was like, wow, I really hope that this goes somewhere. There's some interesting things out there. One of the things that I thought was really funny is that apparently aliens, according to a theory, aliens, they don't really have any interest in humans outside of the fact that we are kind of ruining the other life on Earth because of our damage to the environment. So I don't know, it's just kind of funny to think that aliens are just like, yeah, look at these, like, sure, they're the most intelligent creatures on their planet, but look at them, they're just the fact that they're environmentally conscious, I think that's really funny. If that's the case, I wish that they intervened sooner, because it was 80 degrees this week, and we're like, what, 2-3 weeks out from Thanksgiving? Unacceptable. It's way past the time that I should be going to work sweating. I would at least like a fall. I'm kind of worried that it's gonna be just a straight switch into winter. Or maybe we don't get any winter. We'll see. Sunday's gonna be over in 8 minutes for me. No, not the Monday. Monday's coming in. The Monday scaries. But yeah, this will be open. I will. I gotta make a tweet and stuff for this, but yeah, yes. Make UFO tweets. Oh, I have to make a Ko-fi tweet too. Make UFO plus Ko-fi tweet, so that way I can remind you guys about this throughout the week in case you guys have any stories to share. So that's kind of the last thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna put this away for a second. That was sort of the last thing that I wanted to talk about today. So that was our return to Boomer Summit. Did you guys enjoy it? Was it fun? It's a little bit more freeform this time, but I think I kind of like it that way. I wanted to thank you guys for sharing your nostalgia tips with me, or tips. Your nostalgia tips with me. We took a trip down memory lane, which is a lot of fun. I got to tell you guys a little bit about myself and my demon sisterhood. We got to talk about the MCU, which is really fun. I could talk about the MCU for such a long time. And we also came up with some interesting segments that we could do for future Boomer Summits. I don't know if we'll see it for next week, but maybe when there's more relaxed Boomer Summits like this one, we can put some of these segments into rotations, which I'm really excited about. Oh, you might have noticed that this is a little bit similar to Boomer Reports. I do want to include Boomer Reports as a segment or even as a whole part of these Boomer Summit streams. So, I think I'm happy to announce that they're going to be coming back next month, right before the end of the year. So, in December, be prepared for a special end of the year edition of Boomer Reports. That's right. That's right. Think about all the stuff that you've done this year. If you're not familiar with the Boomer Report, it's basically, we used to do it monthly for like 4 months, but I felt that the format was getting a little bit stale, so I sort of put it on the back burner and focused on other things, other types of content. For example, this one, and thinking about how I could bring back Boomer Report, for example, through Boomer Summit. The report was basically taking off the idea of where you have you share the things, right? So you have REPORT. What are you reading? What are you eating? What are you playing? What are you obsessed with? What are you recommending? And then what are you treating yourself to? So I'm happy to say that we're gonna bring those back next month. I think next month's Boomer Report is gonna look more like how we usually do it, where you get the full report, but instead of just doing what you have been doing for the month, you could say what your favorite ones for the year have been. And then after that, it might be a little bit different, but it'll still be here. It'll still be here. It'll be coming back. Ethan, welcome back. Welcome back. We're doing our little wrap-up segment now, but you know, we're not quite done yet, so just talking about how Boomer Reports are going to be back, and then bring the whiteboard back out. If you have any UFO stories, we're looking for UFO stories for our next Boomer Summit next week. Yeah, don't forget that our Ko-fi has been launched today. Don't forget about the karaoke relay tomorrow if you want to treat yourself to a bit of a song. And as well, like I just said, next week's UFO Boomer Summit, all about UFOs. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I've never seen a UFO IRL. I haven't either, and that pisses me off. You know, my entire family has seen ghosts, but me. They've had a ghost encounter, except for me. My mom has seen a UFO. I haven't. I feel like my dad might know some secrets. I feel like, I don't know. My dad, I'm very suspicious about my dad. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, being part of the Boomer Summit community, being part of the Boomer community, and yeah, I hope that this was fun. I had a lot of fun. This was I would say a success for this new format. I was a little bit worried about how it would go, but I think I'm pretty proud of all of it. My mom keeps telling me about a ghost here. That's so scary. My mom is super Okinawan people in general, I think, are very superstitious, especially when it comes to ghosts. So sometimes, you know, I think it's just my paranoia, but I get like a feeling like, oh, something's in the bathroom. I told her about that, and she left salt in the front door of the bathroom for like a month. Okay, you've probably seen this last slide. Do you guys remember back in the day when Filthy Frank would put the most random stuff in the tags of his videos? You guys remember that? This kind of reminds me of the... Do you guys remember at the end of his videos in general? Let's get some pussy tonight. It's Filthy Frank, motherfucker. It's Filthy Frank, bitch. Let's get some pussy tonight. Never heard of him? Never heard of Filthy Frank? That's mind-boggling to me. That's actually insane. I was a big Filthy Frank fan back in the day. He's Joji now, if you guys remember Joji. Hasn't released an album in quite some time. Wait, I need like a close-up version of this picture. Well, back in the day, Filthy Frank used to have these things in his tags, right? If you were to look into his description, he would have the most wild story or whatever, stream of consciousness, I have no idea, in the description of his videos. You may notice it's not even TV Filthy Frank. This is disaster music. I was one of the first 25k subs on disaster music, because I know, because I remember the exact video that I watched. That was brand new when I first found him. Yeah, I don't know. You don't really see these tags on more of the recent videos, I think, especially within the last year before he retired. But on the disaster music and some of the older TV Filthy Frank ones, they were always there. And I remember, well, actually, the other day, I was, you know, kind of going down memory lane, the nostalgia again. Not just listening to Vocaloid songs, but I was like, I was really into Filthy Frank songs. I remember how much of those I remember. A lot. As I was listening to those songs and the memories were flooding back, and I'm like, oh my god, I still remember the lyrics. I also remembered how I used to like look through his description and you know, just find the most rancid shit that I could find so I could repeat it to my friends the next day at school. So I thought, hey, this is sort of our like I would even screenshot let's get some pussy tonight, because he'll put like a weird meme there. I would screenshot those, crop it, and then send it to my friends. I'll be like, look at this, it's so weird. So I thought, hey, maybe during this time I can reach you something, a weird meme that I found. I don't know. Here we go. Here is from Disaster Music's Fuck Valentine's Day video, which is 11 years old. Almost 12. No, almost 11 years old. Posted February 10th, 2014. This is the tags, okay? I shot hot sauce up my ass and jumped around to get it mixed up inside me. And then I died and rode my falcon into hell. And when I say falcon, I mean my dick. And everyone in hell was like, oh shit, what is that? And they see me coming down with these two huge balls. It looks like a failed space shuttle with moss and AIDS. It is absolutely disgusting. Repulsed by such gore, the devil himself bans me from hell and begs God to keep me. Not a fucking chance. I am banned to a dimension of non-existence. Yeah, okay, well, on that note, thank you guys for joining me for today's Boomer Summit. We ended it on such a lovely note. I'm so happy for us. It really means a lot that you took the time out of your Sunday, or sometimes what's left of your Sunday, to hang out with me. If you've been sitting down for as long as I have, make sure you give your body a nice big stretch. A nice big Sunday stretch. Don't forget to stay hydrated, drink some water. Especially we did a lot of talking today. Make sure you drink some water. And last but not least, treat yourself to something nice. It's a Sunday. If you have work tomorrow, maybe treating yourself to something nice, as sad as it is to go to bed early and get all 8 hours of sleep. I think that's something that I need to do. Until next time, which will I'll have my schedule out soon. I think we will be seeing each other a little bit sooner than Friday, but just keep an eye out for the schedule. You could follow me on my socials, Twitter, STFU Boomi, or you can follow me on the Discord for some updates, or even YouTube community. I'll be posting it on all three. Yeah. Until next time, take care.